things can go from okay to bad real quick. That I was just having normal pains. Come to find out I have pneumonia. It hurts. It hurts a lot. Pneumonia? What else? 2022 is gonna be good to me. It's gonna be. Let me start off on a rough patch, but 2022 is gonna be good to me. So I just wanna check in and let you guys know what's going on. I'm waiting for them to let me know if I have a blood clot in my lungs. So we're waiting for the results of that. And I'll keep you guys updated. I'm not for sure if you can hear me, but my next video is coming from the hospital. I wasn't feeling well. They told me I have pneumonia and I have a blood clot in my left lung. So I went to the doctor and they pretty much gave me painkillers and cut me loose. I called my doctor. My doctor said you need to go back to the hospital immediately. So I get here, the doctor sees me, and the doctor asks me, he says, have you taken the blood thinner? I said, no, sir. He said, well, what they prescribed you, my medical insurance won't pay for. So I wasn't going to be able to get my prescription anyway. So now I have to do injections in my stomach until this blood clot goes away. But until then, they don't know what they want me to do. I don't know what they want me to do. I just know I'm weak. I'm struggling to breathe. He says my oxygen is fine. So they're trying to figure out what the problem is on why I'm struggling to breathe. But I know that if something seriously happens to me, I will be seeking legal action for the hospital that cut me loose. I think it's crazy that I see all these different posts and all these different things talking about how they treat women of color in the emergency room. And I finally witnessed it firsthand. I live in Denver, Colorado, and I went out to Brighton. That was the only place that was available that the ambulance could get me to. And when I tell you they treated me like I was a colored, they treated me like I was a colored. Didn't do anything for me. Literally gave me 4 Percocets and cut me loose. To be an African American woman in this society, it's almost scary. Because they literally don't take you serious. They literally sit here and try to see, they act like as if I'm pretending. I'm not pretending that I can't breathe. I'm not pretending that I have a blood clot in my lung. That's something that you can't pretend. It's either it's there or it's not. And for them to treat me the way that they treated me, it's horrible. And it's inhumane. I really think that it's terrible the way that they try to treat black women. They try to pass off the pain like, oh, it's not really that bad. Well, I'm sitting here with a blood clot in my lung with pneumonia, and they let me go. I don't think that that's fair, and it just goes to show that we are still living in racism, and it's very alive and well. I struggled to find a way to get here because, like I said, I don't have a car. So I ended up having to catch a lift here so that I could be seen. Now, coming to this hospital has treated me with the utmost respect. They have not left my side since I got to this hospital. And this hospital is here in Thornton. One word of advice: never go to Platte Valley in Brighton, especially if you're black, because they're going to treat you as such. And like I said, if something happens to me, I am seeking legal action, because you know I have Medicaid, and you still prescribe me something that they would not pay for. So if I didn't come back to the hospital, how was I going to be able to get the blood thinners that I need to get this blood clot out of my lung? I'm really upset about this. It's really bothering me. I'm doing the best that I can to try to just remain in a positive spirit. But to know I went to a hospital that could care less, and then they prescribed me something that my insurance doesn't cover, it kind of just proves my point. That it sucks to be a black woman in America. Now, I love me. I love being me. I love being black. Actually, I'm Haitian. I love it. But the way that society treats us, the way that these people treat us when we come to these hospitals, something needs to be done. It's not okay. Like I said, I made it to the St. Joe's in Thornton, and they have treated me completely different. He did let me know that I have to get injections. That's something that my medical insurance will pay for. Even though I'm scared to death, because I don't like needles. At least not to get shots, I should say. I don't like shots. They really make me just be sad. They really make me just feel like I'm out of control. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to show y'all my breastises. But to know that they prescribed me something that I can't even get, it says something about your hospital. So Platte Valley in Brighton, Colorado, shame on you. And I hope this video goes viral so somebody can know how you treat people, women of color especially. I'm struggling to breathe, but I'm doing the best that I can. I don't appreciate it. And so, I'm not going to be long because I'm pretty sure the doctor's going to come in here soon with this shot that I've got to get injected into my tummy. But if my personal care provider didn't tell me to come back to the doctor, I probably still wouldn't be on blood thinners. And the blood thinner is pretty much the only thing that makes a blood clot go away besides surgery. And I'm not trying to go into surgery. I've got 5 kids that I need to get home to. So, it's really sad the way that they treated me at that hospital. And when I go to the hospital, I'm not one of those people that, oh, nurse, can you do this? Or pressing the call button as many times as I can. When I'm in the hospital, I really want to be just left alone. So you don't hear from me. I don't press the call button for the nurse. I don't. I just want you to leave me alone. Tell me what I got. Tell me what I got to do. And cut me loose. So for me to be someone like that, and for them to treat me the way that they did, it's terrible. It's not okay. And it almost makes me want to cry. Because this is serious. This isn't something to be played with. I have pneumonia and a blood clot in my lung that can travel to any part of my body. So this is serious. And for them to not take it as seriously as they should, shame on you, Platte Valley. Shame on you. I'm going to definitely do my best to recover as quickly as I can. Because like I said, I've got children at home that need me. And my daughter's father, my youngest daughter's father, he is one of my biggest supports that I have. Yes, technically it's the one who wrecked my car. But he still supports me. He paid for me to get here. He's going to pay for me to get home. But he was concerned. I'm trying to lay down, and he's like, baby mom, your breathing's not okay. I'm like, well, I can't get comfortable. I'm struggling to breathe, especially when I lay back. He's like, I don't like that. So if it wasn't for him staying on me, I don't know where I would be. He told me he was afraid. He said, I don't want you to fall asleep and you not wake up. Well, I completely agree. So after feeling like that and finally going to the hospital to find out that I have a blood clot in my lung was kind of scary. But to know that the hospital that I went to could care less, that's even more scarier. To be able to know that you're at a hospital and they don't treat you like they care, it makes you feel violated. It makes you feel like, am I gonna die? I'm only 33 years old, and I don't plan on dying no time soon. So like I said, shame on you, Platte Valley, in Brighton, Colorado. If anything happens to me, I will be seeking legal action. Thanks, guys. I just wanted to keep you updated. I appreciate everything you guys do. Watch my vlog.
Mom's eating food. It's my food, though, that I made.
It tastes wonderful. It's great.
It is. Because I made it. That's all for the vlog. We're sitting here. Just came from the hospital. Well, no. From the pharmacy. Just came back from the pharmacy. Got her some food. You know. Got her meds. She's good. We getting her good. Look at that beautiful lady right there. I love her. I forgot to say. Woohoo! Need some blowouts.